Today's snow came down hard at times in some areas, and while it was pretty, it did cause some trouble on the roads for some drivers. We have live team coverage of today's snowstorm. Brad Bell is live for us in Hancock, Maryland tonight, but we want to get started with Jay Korf in Linden, Virginia, where the snow gathered on the roads very quickly. Jay?
Indeed, Autry, still snowing here on the Mountain Warren Fauquier County line. This road behind me, extremely dangerous all day. Check this out. As I carefully go down this hillside, look what happened to this Mercedes. Flipped over. Fortunately, no serious injuries. You know, people had to be out on the roads today as they were traveling, and they certainly didn't like it out here.
You can imagine with the snow falling and everything, people are sliding off the road. The roads are very slick and dangerous.
Navigating the hilly roads of western Virginia near Linden and Fort Royal proved challenging for even the best of drivers Wednesday as they coped with, of all things, a snowstorm on Thanksgiving Eve.
The roads were just horrible, and you can see where another car ran off the road, and I followed the same tracks, ended up in the guardrail.
Josh Thornton slammed into a guardrail on a road appropriately called Friesland, a road that had to be shut down for a time before a salt truck and plow came through.
It's just going to cause a whole bunch of mess and carnage everywhere and interrupt everybody's travel.
Thornton did manage to make his way out. Others were not as fortunate, including the driver of this upside-down Mercedes.
Four-wheel drive wrecker's been quite busy today.
Tow truck driver Casey Gallagher says the wet and heavy snow is wreaking havoc on travelers.
Busiest travel day of the year, you get the craziest snowstorm of the year, you know? Way to kick it off the holiday season.
Just know that you got to do it.
Yes, along the Warren-Fauquier County line, chains are necessary when going up and down a mountain. Most just wish this snow hadn't hit on a day when so many cars have to be on the road.
I'm actually supposed to be on the road to Ohio right now, go visit family, but this happened, so not happening today.
I'd estimate several inches of snow has already fallen here in the Linden, Virginia area. The good news, the salt and the plow truck drivers have been hustling, clearing these roadways. They're in pretty good shape. Live in Linden, Jay Korf, ABC 7 News.
All right, thank you, Jay. Now, from Virginia to Maryland, most people saw some amount of snow out there. Maryland Bureau Chief Brad Bell is in Hancock, Maryland. He's got a look at the accumulations there. Brad, what do you see?
Well, you know what? We went looking for snow. This is where we found it, the greatest accumulations I saw in Maryland. You can see that they've gotten the roads clear out here, but they've had to work hard. They got about 5-6 inches of very heavy wet snow. Rick Van Orsdale has pushed his shovel around and around the Exxon station in Hancock all day long. He's trying to keep the walkways clear.
We knew it was coming. And I bought a new shovel yesterday. I was ready.
5 to 6 inches has piled up in this small town. For Ashley Rucker and her daughter Lexi, perfect for a walk in the snow.
I think that it's really nice and it's beautiful.
6-year-old Lexi knows what to do.
I got snow and I made a ball.
Snowballs today and a white Thanksgiving tomorrow. Pretty good formula for those not traveling.
I love it. I don't have to go anywhere today.
On the roads, it's a different matter. Heading up I-270 out of Montgomery County, slush and visibility are the problems. Along I-70, the farther west you go, the more snow you'll find. This driver spun out and had to be pulled from the median. Matt Murphy and his family are driving from Bethesda to Ohio for the holiday.
The driving was a little bit hazardous, heading up through Hancock and then coming up 270.
Trucker Jason Kinna says he got stuck and needed a tow.
The interstates are pretty good, so it's the side roads and the back roads.
Well, one other thing I want to show you, one little problem today. You know, this wasn't a foot of snow, but it was very, very heavy. And you can see how this bush is bent over and now springs up when I get the snow off of it. Well, we've heard reports about trees that have had branches break and knock out some power lines. Nothing major, but it was a part of this winter storm. In Hancock, Brad Bell, ABC 7 News.
Okay, Brad Bell, live for us there in Hancock, where it looks like a winter wonderland. We want to see what it looks like in your neighborhood. Send us your snow pictures. You can send them to us on Twitter or on our ABC 7 Facebook page. We will include some of them on WJLA.com. Doug Hill and Steve Roon will be back in just a few minutes with what to expect from the weather going into the holiday weekend.